Welcome back to Argentina, friends. I think we last time we were together, we finished baling the alfalfa. Pardon me while I take a drink of coffee. And I did make a few minor changes after that before you got here. So let's go take a look at those real quick. If you remember, I got these silage bales for free. And so I decided I wanted to feed the silage to the cows since it was free. And it is actually it's starting to get used a little bit. If we go and look at the cows and their food situation, we see that hay is going down and silage is going up. They will eat the silage, then they will eat up the hay. And it's both an 80%. I don't know if I will ever do the TMR for these guys because, I mean, their health is at 80%. I mean, their productivity is 80. Their health is 100. For beef cows, productivity is really, I mean, in this game, the productivity effect has an effect on the amount of manure, on the amount of slurry, and the amount of milk. Now, we are not concerned with manure, slurry, or milk. So we should be able to go just fine on hay or silage. We'll use the silage because it was free and extend the alfalfa hay a little bit. Excuse me again. And so I used to have that lazy distribution here, and I took it off. I still have it over here for the sheep, and we'll use that up. And I put what was in the other, I put in here, but now they're gone. It's all gone, and it's all over here in this, in the sheep feed. And so if we go down and look at the sheep feed, we can see that we have 73,000 liters of hay. And so, you know, I really don't see the need for, once this is gone, I don't see the need for keeping that silo over there. As a matter of fact, let's just sell that and get rid of that right now. We'll sell that. And we'll sell that little universal display. Now, also what I'd like to do is you can see how much of the you can see how much of this wool we have produced so far. And so I would like to start making some fabric with that. And I had looked at Granny's knitwear because it was cheap, but I think if we could take this And we could put it, I have to move that equipment, but we could put that right there. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's move that equipment first, and then we'll put the knitwear there. I mean the well, whatever that thing was called, the spinnery. And then we can move that into the spinnery, and that will increase our funding, the value of our wool. And I think that'll be a good thing. We can make more money. Because other than, I mean, we could sell our wool right now. We'll do the analysis in a minute. I'll show you. What the value of the wool is versus fabric. The only thing is that little spinnery is really a small scale spinnery, so it'll be a little bit on the slow side, but we can boost the production a bit. Not quite up to what the full large scale production would be, but it will be it'll be quite a bit. And by putting the extra production on, it will cost less. Then, because you can triple the production, up to triple the production or the productivity, and with that, it would be a lot cheaper than putting down 3 of the small spinneries. So that's what we're going to do here. All right, so now let's go back into the construction menu. And we want to go with the cheaper one. No, I don't want those. Now let's do the snapping. I always like to do snapping. Helps me line things up, my OCD, you know. All right. It's going to say that it's overlapping. But, you know, we'll put it right there. We will toggle the free mode and we will drop it. Perfect. Now, let's go see what it looks like on the ground. Go in the right direction. It looks like, even though we placed it free mode, it looks good. We've got, yep, everything looks good. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, now what is So if we're going to make fabric from wool, 3 to 1. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to come over here and we're going to look at wool, or maybe fabric first, since it's in alphabetical order and I have so many mods that produce so many different things. Sometimes I think it would be worth just clearing them out to clear them out and get rid of them. All right, so wool fabric high is 38.56. Now let me go down and find wool. There we go. Wool is 1200. Now, since it's exactly a 3 to 1, you have the high of 1200, and it takes 3 wool. So you multiply the 1200 by 3 to get 3600. And then that turns into one fabric at 38.56. 3,000 liters of wool at $1,200 a liter would be $3,600. That same wool turned into fabric would be 38.56. Not really a significant price difference. Now they always say that the clothing is not that much more of an improvement either, so I don't know what the ratio of the clothing is. We'll have to figure that out later. But if we want to do clothes are $62.46. Now we just need to know what the ratio is, but we don't know what the recipe is at this point, so well, we'll make our clothes. It'll make us, in the long run, it'll make us more money. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's start moving some wool. Now we could set up that lazy distribution system to distribute the wool over there if we wanted to. We may do that in the future, but I think it's kind of cool in a way to have that lazy distribution set up, but on a smaller setup like what we've got right here, it doesn't just It really just doesn't make a lot of sense. And I don't really like that it takes and puts stuff out in front of that like that. So I'm probably going to do away with the water one too. Uh-oh, looks like we have filled it up. All right. Now let's get our production going. Let's activate. Change the output mode to spawning. And we're good. All right. While that is going, what do we want to do? I know we have a lot of hay bales here, but you know, I just don't know. I want to put in a excuse me, a hay storage, but I just don't know where. I don't really have a lot of room unless I come down here. So I could, oh yeah, I've cleared out some decent amount of room over here. Let's see what we can get a small bale storage for. I mean, that right there is not bad. $150 for 150 pieces. I mean, honestly, I really don't see us, at least in the beginning, using a whole lot more than having a whole lot more than 150 bales. So yeah, let's just put that right there. And let's start getting some hay. Let's see if we can get two at one time. No, don't. I don't want you to. Oh. That's why you're trying to turn over. Well, it helps to put the ratchet straps on, doesn't it? The thing's been doing that, lurching forward when I go into reverse. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe it needs some maintenance work. All right, I think that probably do the rest of these off camera here for just a minute. And I think we'll go get the truck while we're at it, and then I'll see you back in a few minutes when I get all of these moved into the storage. All right, that was easy actually. I went ahead and got the big trailer, and we brought everything down here. Man, those hydraulics, they don't plug into anything. Jeez. Okay, yeah, so we got that. Let's take the truck and the trailer here, and let's see about loading up on some of these beams. Full load there. Let's see how many we have in here. This will be a pretty good haul when we sell it. I guess that's everything then. And then later we'll have to load up some more trees. Excuse me, I had a cough there. Fortunately for you, I have figured out how to mute my mic without stopping and starting and pausing and all that. So that's a good thing. This whole YouTube content creator thing is a new thing for me. Which reminds me, you know, I'm trying to grow my channel. Like to share what I do with other people, and I hope they enjoy it and stuff. And so, you know, I have I've asked if you haven't done it already to subscribe to the channel, and Then also, if you could like and comment, lets me know what everybody, well, liking lets me know what everybody likes, and comments lets me know what's on your mind. So, I can kind of adjust if I need to make the content better for everybody. So, just let me know. And we'll go from there. This is actually my second series to start. The first one was a homestead survival challenge that a good friend, I guess I can call him a good friend, Crestu, created and kind of put on for us. Woo! 25, 35, 45, around 60,000. A little over 60,000. That's not bad. Get the rest of our work done. We're gonna have to prepare fields and stuff. Oh, car jam. Easy. Wow, that scared me. That popped up there and I wasn't expecting it. I nearly jumped out of my seat. Sometimes I really like to turn off the AI traffic. It kind of gets in the way, but sometimes things like that is kind of funny. How they just kind of sit there and that's it. One waiting on the other, looking with just blank looks on their face like, hey, you move. No, you move. Well, talking about our little farm project here, or ranch project, it would be really nice to get that piece of property next to us. So what does that property next to us cost again? We've looked at it. We keep looking at it. It belongs to Katie. 141. Maybe I should be doing some contracts for Katie. Cultivating. I could do that. I'll have to buy a cultivator. and a stone picking. Well, I tell you what. I'm going to accept the contract for that one. And that one. And that one. Now, I don't have a cultivator. And let's see, my tractor, 150 horsepower. If I want to go down to cultivators, now that was supposed to be sorted. Base power. Okay, let's just go back to price. Four, 3, 5. Three. Anything bigger? That's a 6.4. That's a 7. But that's more horsepower than I have. That's an 8. That's a 9. I think that one at 9 is going to be the one. Standard wheels. Can't we get it in blue? That'll work. Let's buy that. What happened? Didn't I get the stone picking contract too? Completed? Is that a bug? What happens if I collect? Do I get the 3573? Okay, I'm gonna at least take that out of my money later. Because I didn't do the work. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second, call the shop, and have them deliver that. And then we will go and do our cultivating contract real quick. And I'll have them deliver some fertilizer too, because we're going to have to do our fertilizing contract. All right. They were really quick. Little delivery fee. Dropped it off right there in the middle of the... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, man, I gotta... Tractor's all the way down there. Just run down here. I need to... And the quad is down here too, so, man... Man, I think I have a whole family of frogs living in my throat. I don't know what's going on. All right. Let's run up here. You know, we're going to fertilize that other field. Actually, it's the one right next to us. And then we're going to want to fertilize and lime and all that stuff to ours. But first, let's get this out of the way. All right. Now, we are going to 26. Where is 26? It's way down there, so... Okay. Oops. Wrong button. I don't know how I can get the 9 and the P mixed up, but I did. I know it's dyslexia if you're looking at them backwards, but I guess a 9 and a P could be kind of backwards. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back when once we get there and we get started, and then I'll pause it again and pause the recording again, and then come back again when we're done with the field. I'll see you when we get there. All right, we have finally arrived here. Let's see. Open the gate. Open the gate. There we go. Had a problem with that before trying to get to one. It didn't want to work. All right. Let's hire a worker. First of all, let's see what he's going to do. That's okay. Let's make sure that we get our 1% that we're actually working. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna pause the recording here, and I'll come back when we have something, when either the field is finished or we have something else. I will see you back in a little while. And while I was waiting on the other contract, I went into the store and I saw this guy. This is a 300 horsepower Massey Ferguson. Now, this is a new mod that I've never used before, so I hope that it does not mess up. But our dealership does Massey, Kloss, Valtra, New Holland, and Challenger, and this was the best value that I could find. So we are going to try. Oh, listen to that engine. I like that sound. Smooth. Smooth. All right, let's see. Let's get our fertilizer hooked up here. And let's go load up fertilize here plus what we've got down yonder. All right, start filling. Okay, we'll start with that solid fertilizer. Ooh, that's got a good turn radius on it too. I may be liking this tractor. All right, fill this guy up. let's go fertilize this field over here. And this is the field that we really want to keep for ourselves. Also, since we're using precision farming, we can deactivate automatic application rate, and then we set it at the lowest Okay, that's not the lowest, obviously. I'm just curious to see. Okay, let's go back. Set it to the lowest, because that's all you need for the contracts. Okay. All right, let's just see what happens here. There he goes. Fertilizing away. Now this is a cotton field. If I buy this later, I might rent a cotton harvester, harvest the cotton, and use that in my production. Oh man, another coughing fit. Jeez. And I'm out of coffee now too. Well, 30% on the cultivating. Let's jump over there and see what he's got. That's looking pretty good. Like he's leaving some gaps in there, but I imagine that's going to get picked up when he does the headlands. It's not a bad little cultivator. All right. Well, while those are going, I'll pause again and we'll come back when one of them's done. I will see you back in a little bit. All right, welcome back. It looks like our worker is doing the last headland here. But I also, while we're waiting on him to finish, I was going to show you something else. While I was waiting, again, I had noticed when I got this Massey Ferguson that they had a used tractor, a used Ford in the up at the shop, and I went back and talked to him, and let me show you what we got. This little guy, only 79 horsepower, but let me tell you, it'll still pull these trees, and I got it for like $6,000. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep it down here. I've already loaded in some of the some trees to make some more wood beams with, and whenever I have time, I'll just pop down here, use this guy, and then pop back somewhere else. And I know probably going to need to do some lime on this. It says it's good, but may not need to lime it this time. We just may need to fertilize it. And it's got some good fertilizer. Oh, there was some pH value bad. We will just we'll go ahead and lime it again and everything. Let's oh, looks like we have finished the fertilizing. Well, we have finished the contract, and he's going to finish up his work. Good conscientious worker, right? So we'll let him finish. And then we'll go ahead and hire somebody to do our field. Yeah, cultivating's taking a little while. Wow, this is... When I buy this field, I am going to cut out that little section there and straighten out the rest of that for sure. And I hope the map will allow me to take out the fence. Although I may leave it. I may just leave it, you know? Because I'm planning on this being my grass field, my alfalfa field. Even though it does have cotton in it right now. Alright, he has finished. Well, mostly finished. Let's go refill the fertilize. And then we'll let him rip on this field. And we'll have to move these bags out of the way. should be able to drag these. Yeah, a little bit of super strength there will get the job done. Probably need to get me a little telehandler or a skid steer. Telehandler would be nice. Might be a little overkill, but okay. Now, trying to mute my mic and hit the wrong button. Okay, let's let this. Oh wait, we need to activate the automatic application rate. And let it rip. Let the worker get after it here. Alright, that's been stuck at 66% over there, and the worker's been moving. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Are we just going in circles? All right. Fire that guy. Let's see what the next guy is going to do. Okay. That's better. Make sure she does the right thing. Looks like she's going to go back and finish that lane. Leaving a little spot, but that'll be alright. Okay. This will be done fairly soon, so I'll pause it again, and we'll come back when it's somebody's done. Well, here we are again, going backwards in circles. So I am just going to take over the rest of this contract. And let's see what we can do here. See if I can put on the steering assist and if it will line up with where I need to be. Oop. It selected the wrong. I swear that one was selected when I pushed the button. Oh well. I'll bring you back when this is done. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, contract finished. And we get a 20% discount now on the purchasing of that field of hers that's next to us. So, with that next one more property, and we'll we do one more field and we'll get the full 25% discount. Oh, and while we're here, let's go ahead and complete this contract. It's completed. Let's collect the money for that. And the fertilizing, let's collect the money for that. And we have quite a bit of money, but we need to remove 30,573. Uh, 30,573. Okay. And so that's where we are now. We will get off of this field and see if we can hire somebody to drive it back to the farm for us. And then we'll kind of recap where we are and end the episode. We got a little bit done today, I think. So I think we're still doing pretty good. I mean, we're producing some wool and we've got that going into fabric now, so I think that's a good thing. All right, let's see if we can hire a worker. Create job. Set destination. Let's set it for here, and the direction would be that. Target is unreachable. Okay. Set destination. let's see if we can at least okay, well, I will bring it back home off camera. So, well, we have finished fertilizing. So we'll need to, next time we'll need to put some lime down. And then also we bought this tractor. We bought the that other small Ford tractor. Cultivator. And we got rid of our distribution, or most of it. We're feeding the cows silage. Because it was free. We've got the hay here coming. It's in storage inside the lazy distribution part that's left. And we only have 23 fabric. So far. That doesn't seem right. Well, I guess, let's see, 4,500. We should end up with like 1.5 pallets. Because we had I don't know, that just something doesn't seem right there, but we'll have to see. Hopefully this is not a messed up mod. That pallet is oh, there's 2 pallets there. Let's see. What if we boost it up to 300? Does it go any faster? Let's see if we speed time up. Okay. Now what happens if... And now let's speed up time. Okay. It's working. It's just really slow. All right then. I think we shall call this an episode. Like I always say, if you haven't already, if you would please subscribe. And if you liked it, if you could hit the like button, let me know that you like it. And if you would like to make any comments and let me know anything, just leave something in the comment section. And I will see you next time. Cousin Skeeter saying bye-bye for now.